Hi, I'm Laurie Wallin. I'm a life coach. I'm a mom of 4. I have 2 kids with special needs, and I work with people who need to get unstuck and who want to have more confidence and joy in what they're doing. I have spoken for many years on how to handle kids with difficult behaviors simply because that's been my life and I've had to figure it out myself. And I've had one talk in particular requested over and over and again called Raising a Tough Nut. And this set of videos, this one and 5 additional to this, are going to be pieces of that workshop. Things that people have asked me to record somehow so they could go back and hear those ideas and have a refresher afterwards. I've had people say that this series, this workshop, is literally something that made them leave wanting to do cartwheels down the hall after struggling with a certain issue with their child for years at a time. So I hope that this will be helpful to you as well. If it is, just let me know. Let me know how we can improve this. I'm building this program over time. I'm also wanting to make this something that people can share with their friends who haven't even been in the class. So I'd love your feedback. So I'll describe it by what happened this morning. I went into my daughter's room to wake her up for school. This is my 9-year-old. She is fabulous and artistic and not a morning person. She has biochemical issues and takes medication for it and is just really not fun to be around in the morning. So I went in and I opened the shade and I have my nice voice and I turn off her alarm and I pat her on the back. It's time to go to school, sweetie. And out from under the pillows comes, "Get away from me!" And that's pretty much how it kept going for the next 30 minutes until it was time to actually leave the house. And that's just how it is almost every morning. I have tried 300 different ways to do it. And what I've come up with is this: leave the child alone. She's just not fun to be around in the morning. But beyond that is our first principle in raising a tough nut. And that is, there's 2 of us to tango. What am I doing when I'm walking in? Like I said, I am anxious about it. I'm playing about 250 other tapes of the history of doing this every morning for years of school. I've got that whole archive in my head. I've got all the stuff that hasn't worked. I've got hope that things will be different this morning. And I've got a sense of my own voice saying, "You're an idiot for thinking like that, because why would anything be different today after all these other days?" So there's this sort of demoralizing conversation in my own head. What if we go into that situation differently? So the confidence and joy comes back into that interaction as a parent when I look at how I'm seeing this moment. I could listen to the fears that are talking to me in my head, or I could say, what she's doing doesn't have any bearing on our relationship. What she's saying is not her heart, it is her mouth and her biochemistry. What she's doing is something that she and I can continue to work on, and we are. And who I am in this situation is her mother. It is my job to get her up. I am not afraid of this behavior. I am not afraid of its dynamic, and I am not changed or hurt by it. It is simply her behavior. It's separate from me. And I can go in with a loving, confident attitude. I can keep my joyful voice without sarcasm, which can be hard at times, admittedly. And I can say, you know what? There are things we need to get done. We're going to get them done. You can act how you want. It doesn't affect me or our relationship. I'm still your advocate. I'm still on your team. I'm going to get you out of this house on time for school. You can come at it from a different perspective. Not a victim. Definitely have what you need in this situation. You've got it all right there. And if you're anything like me, you've got a ton of it right there. You've been reading books like crazy ever since you figured out your kid had some kind of special need. Let's give ourselves permission to be who we are in the moment and give ourselves a little encouragement that we don't have to be stuck in feeling stressed out and bringing 300 bad memories into the situation. We can choose to walk in fresh and we can make a difference over time. So I encourage you to use that nutcracker with your tough nut. We'll see you for the next one. And if you have any questions, or if there is a specific behavior that you had any questions about, or that has been particularly hard for your family, I would love to hear about that. Would you email me and let me know so we can have a conversation about it? And I would love to include information in these videos that's more specific too. Thanks for your time. We'll see you next time.